You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today. It is the next Easter kit in my series. Started with 9. I've introduced some other cool vintage items for decorating, which one worked, one did not. The actual one that worked was the last video. That was those packets, and that stuff was pretty cool, and it dyed everything, and I have not been able to get it out of my hands since that kit. It is now permanently, and it dyed the eggs almost instantly. I didn't leave them in there for more than 5 minutes, and they were a beautiful color. That was the liquid colors. But today, let's focus on this. Oh yeah, I found 2 more unopened sets in my bin of Easter, which I showed on a previous video. I don't know. I'd like to get to them. That would make 11. That would be one almost every day. We shall see. This is the Paws Scooby-Doo tie-dye. And you got Scooby-Doo on the front, and you get a free 42 Scooby-Doo sticker set inside. Now tie-dye, what does that mean? Now it's crushed. The box. I got it at a state sale, I believe. I bought it because I've never seen it, and I wanted to do it. And it's from 2000 and what? Oh, cartoon. 2003. So it's a pretty old set. You got green, light, and a little bit darker green swirls, paws, and this pink. You got Scooby-Doo. He looks happy in the left corner. And then a bunch of eggs in the middle. Easter egg coloring kit. And there's the back. Kind of typical. It's got the punch outs where the directions are. So I may not do that. And there's the basic method and the advanced method. So I don't want to pop any of that out. The basic method is cut slit on tray sides using a pencil. Poke a hole through the dimples in both halves of the tie-dye press. Step 2, wrap a piece of dampened fabric around a dry, white, or traditionally colored egg and place in press. Step 3, fold the 2 sides of the press together and snap to lock. Place the plastic dropper directly into the holes to apply color to the fabric. When finished, remove egg from press and place in tray to dry. The advanced method. Follow step 1 above, but step 2, place a piece of dampened fabric in each side of tie-dye press. Use a dull object to poke fabric through the holes in press and pull until fabric bunches around the holes. Place either a white or traditional colored egg in press. Fold the sides of the press together and snap to lock. Use the plastic dropper to apply color to the fabric at the holes. After adding color, remove egg from press and place in tray to dry. Now, do I have to provide a fabric? Paws combines egg coloring. Well, it looks like it comes with 2 pieces of fabric. And the dyeing for an Easter surprise your whole family will enjoy. Use the Paws tie-dye kit to create the wildest, most unique egg designs imaginable. The special Paws tie-dye press makes it so easy. Each time you tie-dye an egg in the press, a colorful surprise awaits your entire family. You never know what's to expect, and that's what makes it so much fun. Important. Adult supervision required. All right, let's not read the directions. Let's just see if the set's even viable, being all crushed like this. Hopefully. Okay, fabric is there. The pellets are there. You get 2 pieces of almost like a handkerchief fabric. And then you get this beautiful sticker sheet. And then here is what we all want to see, the press. Okay, so you cut here, and then this will fold. Really? Let us see. Cut. Cut. Fold. Ooh. Okay, I feel like, well, then that locks in. Where's the dimples and the holes on this side? Is it the dimples there? Okay, cut slit and tray sides. Okay, did that. Using a pencil, poke a hole through the dimples in both halves. Okay, so they show it going from the inside out. So you take something, a pencil, you start poking these little holes out. I don't know if I want to use a pencil. I've got a nice little metal tool that'll be just as good but better. And then, okay, let me grab that. Let's see what this poking involves. Let me turn the lighting down for you. There we go. All right. Okay, I have this, which is better than a pencil. Let's just see. Don't put your fingers in. Oh, it's really easy to do. Don't poke your hand. It makes a perfect hole. So it's almost like a little thinner plastic there. Okay. That's going to hold it together. Not very tight. But the egg's in there. And then you're going to just put little drops in there around the fabric. I get it. Do you get it? Well, time to do this. Time to get the eggs. Time to get set. Okay. Color eggs. Hard-boiled eggs in an enamel stainless steel or glass pan. Okay, cool eggs when boiled, blah, blah, blah. Mix colors for tie-dyeing. Drop a color tablet into 6 separate containers and add 3 tablespoons of vinegar to each container and mix until dissolved. Add 3 tablespoons water to each container for best results. So they're going very, very minimalistic with the water. 3 tablespoons of each. For best results, use a standard measuring tablespoon and not an eating utensil, and make sure containers are free of oil and detergent. So basically, you're just going to do that to not drop the eggs in. You're doing it to probably make a thicker mixture, and then you're going to put drops. But how do you put the drops? Fold the 2 sides, okay. Place the plastic dropper directly into the holes. Oh, wait a minute. There's 2 sets of those. I get it now. But so there looks like duplicates. Like I got 2 packs. And yeah, it shows 2 packs. No? Is that the sticker? Yeah, 2 packs. Mix colors for dye. Drop a color tablet. So 1 color tablet into 6 separate containers and add 3 tablespoons of vinegar. And mix until dissolved. Add 3 tablespoons of water. So it looks like you can do this quite a bit because you've got 2 sets of tabs. All right, so I don't necessarily need my bigger bowls. I just need smaller bowls. And then make the mixture. I can't believe it. And that last set, it really dyed the eggs, but I washed my hands. So I may be like this for the rest of this series. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, this is exciting. I've never done tie-dye Easter eggs. And Scooby themed. So they want you to first put the tablets in. It says, mix colors for the tie. Drop a color tablet into 6 separate containers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Miss. 6. All right. Now it says 3 tablespoons of vinegar to each container and mix until dissolved. So I was thinking instead of trying to do it through my actual little, the vinegar bottle that is, I would do it this way. More control. 1. 1. It's going to go like that. This way each one starts dissolving. Maybe I'll move the camera to a top-down position. Let's do that. So 4 of them have a tablespoon. Okay. They each have 1 tablespoon. Let's fill it up. Sizzling is going good. I like the sizzling sound. I'm very everything out of the way so you can just look at that. Let's move the camera in just enough so you can see everything really nice. We'll do that again. Okay, now they have two, basically almost one full measuring cup. Okay, let me get this back in while those dissolve. I think I like that little pitcher. Well, I was going to try it with this one next, the bigger one, but I think I'm just going to use the smaller one. Now it's 3 in each after it dissolves. Decided to switch the tools around to go with something a little flatter that I can let that sit. I'll let it do its thing for, say, a minute before I go ahead and try to break all that up, because it looks like they're dissolving pretty good. Which one's dissolving the most? The yellow? Well, they're actually all doing really good. Let's go check this one now. This is the first one I looked at. About half still there, half gone. I'm going to do both methods. They said the advanced method, which I'm going to try, and then there's the basic method. Now they only give you 2 pieces of fabric, so I probably need to do it, rinse it, so that the fabric is not covered in color. Now it would be great to have more fabric than 2. Does that mean you can only do 2 eggs? Does it give you any tips? Let's see, tips. After removing it for press, try pressing a new egg into the wet fabric still in the press for a softer pastel pattern. Try applying dye to the fabric inside the press before adding a new egg for more intense patterns and colors. Try other fabrics. For best results, use 100% cotton. If you're using traditional colored eggs, choose eggs that are a light pastel color rather than a dark, intense color. Rinse fabric thoroughly after each use. Do not use soap. Okay. So I think that one's almost gone. You can see where it's bubbling. It's a sliver now. When you mix it, it stops bubbling. Or it's just moving the bubbles around. I like that it's still bubbling really strong. This one, though, is not bubbling. Okay, that's a good sign. That one's done. This one still has some bubbling going on back here. Let's see. If it is, it's really small. Alright, so I'm just going to do 3 in each of these because they're ready to go. It did say 3, right? I'm going off of memory from when I started. I think it was 3 vinegar and and 3 water each container. That one's got a little fizz still, but I think we're good. Okay, so the right 2 are done. Let's bring the camera out a skosh. Let's see what's there. It's got a sliver in it still. This one has something in it, but it's, no, this one's gone too. Alright, so let's do the next 2. I don't have any other cotton fabrics that I know of that I can use this with or use with it. Have to get like a cotton t-shirt. I don't know if I have any to cut up. Green and yellow are still going for whatever reason. Yeah, it's minuscule. You can see it right there. It's kind of still bubbling. It's the tiniest of pieces. We're going for it. It's going to continue to dissolve. Okay. So it'll be another minute or 2 before I reset up here, get the eggs in, but I think the colors are ready. There's just the tiniest little bit hanging on. It's hanging on for dear life. And then I will come back and we will tie-dye some Scooby eggs. Okay, egg 1. A dampened cloth. We don't want too much water. Around an egg. Let's get a real egg. Put that in the press. Let's put it this way, and then I can make sure I get this covered. Okay, dampened egg in press. Dampened cloth over egg in press. Fold the 2 sides of the press together and snap. Place the plastic dropper directly into the holes to apply color to the fabric. When finished, remove egg from press and place in tray to dry. Okay, I don't have a tray to dry. I didn't want to cut the box up just yet. So let me grab some of those other stands that I have. So colors. I decided to put the colors in a tray, so I'm not having to worry about moving the bowls. So you know what's going on. Let's take orange since it's the closest color. It's the tiniest of points on this. And a few drops in a hole. If you can find it. There we go. Okay, let's go. This one, they're tiny holes. Rinse it out. Let's do the blue. out. Here, I'll rinse it out over here, so we'll see how this color changes. They're not as vibrant as I thought they would be. Let's put more in this one. Okay, yellow. Ooh, that was too much. I don't think it's ever too much. It's whatever it comes out. However it comes out. Now some purple. It's like surgery. Now the green. Trying to change the angle slightly. Oh boy. It's like a 1/16 of an inch. It's hard to see. Oh, I had it. There we go. There's the incision. There's nothing here. Ooh, look at that. Okay. I do want to experiment a little with how wet the cloth is. Okay, remove the egg and put on a stand. Let's see what it did. I see what it did. Interesting. Okay. Now, wipe. Let me just leave this one off to the side for now. Now, it did say damp. So maybe a little more water. And this time it said try to poke it through. This is the advanced method. I want to get that done. It says use a dull object to poke fabric through the holes in press and pull until fabric bunches around the holes. So they show it going this way. That's not going to be easy. I'll use these tweezers and see if it works. Yep, they are right. But you have to kind of... Such a tiny hole. Alright, let me get something that isn't as sharp. I don't want to poke the fabric. That's super skinny. Alright, so I'm going to try a toothpick with the actual tip broken off. There, so that's popping through now. Okay, so we got 3 through. You probably need both fabrics. I don't get how you're gonna, like, it's already popped out of one of the holes. Yeah, popped out of all the holes. Yeah, it's hard to do, I'll tell you that. You can't pull on it at all or they're going to come out. There's still 3 more on this side. You almost need tweezers now to hold on to it. Okay. Okay. 2 more on this side. I don't think I'll be doing this method again. Why do I feel like I'm just going to pull the whole fabric out? Okay, 1 more. It's putting a lot of pressure on the fabric. Now, how do you do the other side? You can't. So, we're going to leave that side alone. Or I just go wash that other fabric out. Let me rinse this out. Not much coming off of it. That probably should have been the way to do it. Well, let's just work through it and see. Maybe it's just the technique I'm doing. That's what it's looking like so far. That one came out. They did say advanced technique, and I'm kind of feeling they meant it. It's hard because the fabric bunches up, and then it's harder to poke a bunch through it. Those are all pretty much still there. Oh. Okay, we got most of them. Yeah, they keep coming out. Okay, before I lose the whole thing. That one's out. That one came out. I don't get it. Don't want to rip the fabric. Okay. We're going to leave it the way it is. This fabric's in the way. Okay. Whew. Got a bunch of them. It's going to at least give us an idea if it's worth it or not. Now you do just 2 colors on each side so that you get a different effect. That's what we must learn. Okay, it's 2 colors on each side. I will say the first egg did come out interesting. It's tie-dyed, but it's not a total coverage. So let's see how different the expert mode is. They did say to be more lighted and muted, and that is definitely lighted and muted. We're going to leave it. Not sure I'm too keen on that method. Yeah, alright. Let's go rinse these. I'm going to take this all to the sink, clean this, come back and do another 2 eggs. Alright, these are rinsed. They're still moist, damp. I'm just going to wrap. Tell you what, I'm going to do a plastic egg this time. You know what? I'm going to go against the grain. Let's go against the grain. I thought paper towel would give it a... It's not cotton, but it might give us a look. It did say experiment. And that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, it's not wet. Let's use this. Although being paper towel, I don't think it needs to be that damp. I just left it wet because at this point, okay. Now I'm just going to go with a lot. Mix it up. The holes are bigger now that I jam that toothpick through it. I don't know what else is tiny that you can poke through that is not sharp. It looks like it's spreading out more. We'll see if the fabric makes a difference. It is a fun project, I'll tell you that. Let's get some orange. Some yellow. Now at the end of this series, my plan, because everything I've done so far has actually been sitting in the refrigerator. To crack all the eggs. I don't know, something in me says open all the eggs and see which dyes went through, bled through the shell, that to me, oops, is covered. And this is a plastic egg, so we'll see. I'll have to redo that if the paper towel worked. Ooh, let's see. Okay, look at that. Nothing went onto the plastic egg. So plastic eggs do not work. Well, either that or it's the paper towel. So I'm going to try it again with this. A regular egg. Let me dampen it a little. Not the egg, the paper towel. The ones that I did with the liquid dye, that dyed the plastic eggs really nice. That was the one where it was in the little containers. I see it now off to the side. It's very light. Almost not decorated. Could it be the paper towel just doesn't work? It looks like it is. I'm not being shy with the dye. Do you think the fabric makes that much of a difference? I probably don't need to rinse it every time because that is leaking through now. Ooh, don't come apart. Okay, so now that's super moist. Let's see that. A regular egg with paper towel. Be interesting to see what happens. The peel reveal. Okay, well, look at that. Look at that pattern. That's from the paper towel. It's doable. Now let's do that same thing. Plus 2, now the holes are bigger because I had to jam that toothpick through them. So that could be why it's leaking also. Okay, regular egg. It's already moist. I can't say it doesn't work, it's just very muted. I thought they would be more vibrant, being less liquid and more of just the tablets. Okay, a little less. Getting over exuberant there. Left-handed. I see some of the egg, so the fabric's not completely covering it, but it looks pretty swirly and cool. New color. Green. I feel like it's getting more coverage on the egg with a little bit wetter paper towel. Let's see if we can just get it in that by the eggshell. There we go. It's not going to help. Okay. Plastic eggs, a no. I feel like this will be the best one. Oh yeah. That's my fave so far. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me grab 2 more eggs. I decided to clean everything, so I'm going to go do that. Then come back. 2 more eggs in hand. I'm going to let this one sit. I'm going to cover it in yellow first. It's in the yellow right now, as you can see off camera. Now you can see it. And then we'll see if that does something different. Alright, rinse time. Okay, I think this time I'm going to dry it. As you can see, this one here, I went a little aggressive. Has the best coloring on it. My opinion. But I do like going with the paper towel. It's got a pattern. That's what they say, experiment with fabrics. But I think one piece of cloth fabric is going to be kind of like another piece of cloth fabric, unless it's got some kind of texture or pattern in it, maybe. Okay, so these have been sitting. I'm going to do the yellow one last, so it sits in that die. And then I'm going to cover, see if I can cover this better. Maybe it's just the egg is bigger. Let's try this. Like a little blankie, like a wrap. Let's go this way. I think too, the side where it's all bunched up, you're going to get a different effect. So maybe the back side of this one is not as bright as the front. Could be. Still cool looking. Okay, now let's just get a different angle. Okay, so now we're just looking at the egg. I think I liked it better when I did more. But it's hard to tell now because it's not a clean white cloth. But I think you get the idea. Come on. Come on. Let's hit on this side. Okay, leaking out the bottom. That's okay. I don't know which hole I put which color in at this point. Oh, yeah, that's spread out real nice. Okay, I think a little red on the top. Come on. Okay. Camera's all over the place, but that looks cool like that. The peel reveal. See all that liquid? That's cool. I like that. All right, 1, 2, 3. Now the yellow one. What do you think? Paper towel again? I think so. The only other fabric I have is felt, and that is not cotton. Okay, here's the last egg. It's yellow now. It's kind of what I wanted. See, the dye itself is pretty bright on the egg. You can't see anything. I'm cutting. Sorry, directions. Kind of gone off the deep end here. Okay, let's get these colors a little closer. We will zoom in. Now you'll be able to see more of a change with this paper towel. It is pretty cool to watch as it oh, it's not wet. Thought I forgot, didn't you? The yellow egg is showing through. I think I might just let it sit for a few minutes after this. We'll do a reveal after it sits. Maybe the coloring will be better. Stronger if it sits on the egg longer. Come on, you can do it. That was cool. Okay. Flip. Don't forget to wet this side. I wonder too if it's not wet. You know what? I'm not going to wet that. I'm just going to let the dye do its thing. Remember, the folded side is the side that had barely any water. I'm thinking maybe it'll retain or stick to it better. Only time would tell. I was going to use yellow. I'm saying to myself, don't use yellow. It's not going to make a difference. Let me get right up on the top. Right there. Okay, so the folded side is the dry side. That's the wet side. I'm going to clean up, come back, and we'll do a reveal. I'm going to let that sit for a while. That was the yellow egg. Half dry, half wet. All right, let me get all set up here and we'll check it out. Okay, so the two on the far right were the ones that had the most coloring. This was attempt 1, attempt 2. This is paper towel, and this is the plastic egg. But don't forget, someone probably said, are you going to put any stickers on? Of course. I've got Scooby stickers. This egg's going to get them. I'll put Scooby right in the middle. And then all of the Scooby characters are here. Let's represent. They don't stick too well, of course. Let's get some of these oval shapes. Some paw prints. So there's paw prints, there's oval shapes, there's SD for Scooby-Doo, little shield. We'll put that by Scooby there. That looks good. How about that? That's better. And then there's eggs. They're just old, so they're not sticking too well, holding on. So you got Scooby-Doo's, some of them in different poses. Like here, he's got all the different Scooby smiles. Here, his tongue's hanging out. Here, he's got flowers, a butterfly on his nose, sitting, and then a repeat with the flowers, and then the paw prints. Okay. Let's Scooby in the front. I think we need one more here. Put another Scooby on. Okay. Either way, remember at the end I'm going to do one final viewing of every set, and I want to peel them. Okay, this has been sitting now. I'd say at least 5 minutes from when I cleaned up till now. Let's see if we have any kind of change, improvement, a yellow egg, and we have that. So, not what I was expecting. I'm not sure it would have been any different on a, non-yellow egg, but it does give me some variety here. Oops, the stand came apart. Still has a cool little effect. All right, let's take a look. Tell me what you think. The advanced method was, I believe that was the advanced method. That came out the least. I don't remember. It's been a half hour, 45 minutes since I started, and the eggs got all... I know for sure those are the two where I put a lot on. I think that's the advanced technique. That's the plastic egg. That's the first paper towel. That's the first egg. On the stand that doesn't work. And then, of course, the yellow one. So I almost like that as one of my faves. And then the two on the far right, I think, are my absolute favorites. Let's look at them one more time from this angle. I'll twist them so you can kind of see the backs. Okay. We got roly-poly eggs here. The backside of this one doesn't have much, but it's a little bit different. Here. Oops, too fast. Pan camera. Right, I think it was worth a try. Now, what would I do different? I don't know. I guess I could try to find more fabric, but I think the two on the right were the biggest success, where I put the most dye. Is it tie-dye? I think this one's closer to what tie-dye is to me. But yeah, I've seen some really intricate tie-dye stuff out there where they can put characters and pictures and just amazing stuff. But that's not this. Either way, it's another set. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later!
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.